Hey, what is going on YouTube? This is Will and welcome to my channel where I go over anime figures and just anime in general. And in this video, what I wanted to do was go over the past couple of seasons worth of anime and everything that I watch and try to make a wish list of character figures that I want to get in the future, or at least I hope comes out in the future. So if you're new to the channel, guys, be sure to hit that little red subscribe button. Definitely hit the like button as well. It definitely helps with the algorithm. And let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, so jumping into winter 2022. So I am on my anime list. I have it sorted by score and I have it filtered by everything that I either watch or even dropped. So first of all, we have the first two, which really need no introduction, and that's going to be Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan. I gave Demon Slayer this arc a 9. I really enjoyed it. Very concise and great story, I think, for this arc, and the action was absolutely amazing. And then Attack on Titan, I gave it 8.5. I just always usually round down for the most part. Now, it was a good series, but in terms of figures from these two series, I don't really have that much in terms of figures. I think mostly prize figures right now, but I'm in no real rush to buy any scale figures for these two. I don't know why. I like them. I like the shows. I like the characters. I'm just not in any big rush to buy the actual figure. So I'll get there eventually, but they're not really high in the priority list right now. And then next we have my dress up darling. So of course, Marin Kitagawa, that's definitely going to be a day one as soon as a licensed figure is out. I'm going to be buying all of her figures probably and all of her costumes, so I cannot wait. I'm even going to buy some Gojo and even some, I can't even remember the side characters' names. I want to be buying all of these characters because I really did enjoy the show. I gave it a solid 8. It wasn't perfect, but I definitely enjoy watching. I am reading the manga as well. So then next we have 86 Part 2, another very solid series. I gave an 8.5. And I don't know if I'm gonna get a figure from this series. You do have Melise. She's nice. She's nice. She's a nice character, but I don't really see her enough, and I haven't really gotten that emotional connection with her, I guess, because she wasn't really in this season too much. So I'm kind of on the fence. If I see something that's really good to pick up, I might get one of her, but any of the other characters, probably not. And then next we have Osama ranking. Now I love this series. I gave it a solid 9. Boji is a awesome character. Am I gonna get a figure from this? I don't know. I don't know. I think they've already released a Nendoroid or a Pop-Up Prey. I'm not sure. One of those two. But I'm not really too excited to get a big figure of him. So I might get something kind of cheap, maybe used a little bit later just to add to the collection. But I did enjoy the series, just not sure if I'm gonna get a figure. And finally, another series that I did watch during this season that isn't actually part of the season, came out earlier, is Rent a Girlfriend. This series, I think I gave like a 6 or a 7. Main character is definitely cringe, but there are some very good waifu in this series. Definitely Chizuru. I'm definitely going to be getting a figure of her in the future. She's definitely kind of like one of my top, I don't know, 10 waifu of all time. So I definitely enjoyed her character a lot. So I'm definitely beginning something of her, maybe some of the other side characters as well. But yeah, so that pretty much wraps up everything that I watched in winter 2022. Now, spring 2022 was just packed with stuff. I watched so much stuff just this past season that just ended. So let's get this thing sorted and filtered. So of course, starting at the very top is going to be Kaguya-sama, the third season, and I gave this a solid 9.5. I think it was a little bit weak in the mid-season. There was like 1 or 2 episodes where I just didn't think it didn't hold up. I thought the previous seasons were better overall, but of course the final episode of Kaguya was absolutely amazing. So definitely. So you guys already know, I talked about in my last video, I love Kaguya. She's definitely one of my favorite girls. Chika, definitely be getting another figure of her. So I do have some figures already kind of lined up for them. And then moving on, we have Spy X Family or Spy Family or whatever you want to call it. So Spy Family, I've been reading this manga since the first volume came out in English, and I absolutely love it. They do have some figures that just got released, some Nendoroids of the entire family, which I really don't like. I like the Anya one, but I don't like the other two. I don't like, oh my god, Yor and Lloyd. I couldn't remember saying. I don't like the Yor one specifically. I think it's a little bit too boring, the Nendoroid. So I'm going to wait for a scale figure that's going to be a little bit more impressive, or maybe even a Figma. I think the Figma will probably be pretty good for Yor. So definitely looking forward to that. So then next we have Summertime Render, which is still airing right now. We love this show. My wife and I, she absolutely loves Yushio, I believe is her name. Best girl apparently. So she already has some stuff pre-ordered for Yushio, and I do like her as well. So I'm definitely enjoying that show so far. If I had to give it a score right now, even though it's still airing, I would probably give it a solid 8.5. And then next we have your boy Kong Ming. I love this show. Oh my God, it was such a pleasant surprise when I first watched that first episode. So definitely gonna be picking up a figure of Iko and even Kong Ming himself, of course. I gave the show a solid 9. I thought it was really entertaining. Art style, the story, the singing was great. So I really did love the show. So I'm definitely gonna be picking up some figures day one. And then next we have Komi-san, the second season. I just finished watching the last episode of this season, and I thought, this show is pretty solid. Komi is mad cute. I want to get a Komi figure. I think I have a Nendoroid on pre-order already. And I do want to get a scale figure at some point. So I definitely love the show. And I want to get that other girl, the girl who's obsessed with Komi. I can't remember her name. Let's check her name real quick. Yamai Rin Yamai. I absolutely love her character and how obsessed she is with with Komi. So I'm definitely might even pick up a figure of her if the facial expressions are correct, and I can put her right next to Komi, kind of maybe drooling over Komi, something like that. So I will be picking up one of her if it comes out, just for the hell of it. And then moving on, we do have Ascendance with a Bookworm. I absolutely adore this show as well. I just started watching it last season, watched the previous season so I can get caught up for this season, and I absolutely love it. So if a figure comes out with Main, maybe she's a cool character, whatnot. Is it really worth picking up a figure? It really depends on what they come out with. If it's just a boring little figure of Main by herself, maybe not a huge priority. But if it's something a little bit more kind of robust or grand, I guess, whatever, I might pick it up for sure. And then moving on, we have Aoashi. This is actually still airing. I'm a huge soccer fan, so I'm definitely enjoying this show. It's made by the same people who made Haikyuu, so if you're not watching it, you definitely should give it a try if you like Haikyuu. It's not as funny, I will say that, but it is a very good sports anime. So right now, it's getting a 7.96 on my anime list, which is fair. I would probably give it like a 7.5 or even an 8. So I'm definitely enjoying that. Am I gonna get a figure from this? Maybe. We'll see how the series go. It's still a little early. And then next we have Tomodachi Game. So another show I really enjoyed. This season was just stacked in my opinion. A lot of shows that I can recommend to people. They're not necessarily, changing up anime for, the better. It's just really solid shows. So Tomodachi Game I definitely enjoyed. If I were to get a figure, it would probably be of Manabu-kun. If he ever comes out, I definitely feel like he's just representative of the show. The other characters, I like them, but do I want to get a figure of them? Not really, except for maybe that girl who's working for the company that's throwing the Tomodachi Game. Her name is Maria Mizuzi. She's the girl with the pink hair and the pigtails. So I definitely enjoyed her character. She reminds me a lot of Yumeko Jabambi. So I definitely enjoy those type of sick characters. So, and next we have Love After World Domination, another solid TV show. It's a rom-com, not as good as Kaguya, of course, but I did enjoy it very much. The characters are really good. I will be getting a figure of Daisumi as soon as it comes out. I think an Nendoroid has already been released, so I already pre-ordered that actually. And I may get one of Fudo as well, who's the Red Ranger on the show. So definitely enjoyed the show. And the Yellow Ranger. I'm a huge fan of Yellow Ranger. They don't give her enough airtime, so we'll see what comes out. But I'm definitely going to get one of Daisumi at the least. And next on our list here is Birdie Wing, Golf Girl's Story. And I am a golfer, so of course I'm going to be watching this. And I'm not someone that likes to watch golf, but I do like to play. And I do like to watch this anime. It is pretty solid. It's at 7.46 right now. And I know for sure that it was below 7 just a few episodes ago. So I'm guessing a lot of people are watching it. The story is definitely picked up. If you haven't watched it, I definitely say give it a try. The first 6 or so episodes are kind of the prologue, and then you get to the main story after the 6 episodes. But in terms of the figures themselves, yes. I want Eve. I love Eve so much. Aoi Amawashi, I want to get her. Yeah, I just really love this show. So I'm hoping we see some more of these other characters as well, because they seem pretty interesting. So definitely going to be getting one, Eve and Aoi. Hurry up and make those happen. And then moving into our next show, we have Aaron-san is Indecipherable, I believe is the English. Yeah, so I gave this a solid 7. It's a 7.41 on my anime list. And I thought it was a good show. It's solid. I'm gonna get a figure from it. I don't know if I want one of Aaron-san unless it's really good. And I know they do have like a Nendoroid of one of her, but it's not something I would pick up day one. Maybe if I can get it used later, I might pick it up, but not a huge priority for me. And oh boy, here is another pleasant surprise from this season. Otome game, trapped in a dating sim. The world of Otome games is tough for mobs. I absolutely love this show. I like to say I'm not a huge Isekai fan, but I do love the twist they put on this one. I gave it a solid 7. And am I gonna get any figures from it? You know, they are some pretty good looking waifu in this. Angelica and Olivia are definitely possibilities. Even the queen herself, I think her name is Melina. I might pick that up as well. So yeah, I do absolutely love the show. I can't wait for second season. So I will be picking up some figures from this. Hopefully they're going to be good and tasteful. And next we have another series that's actually still ongoing at the time in this video, and that is a couple of cuckoos. Now, right now, if I had to give this anime a score, it would probably be a 7.5 or maybe even an 8. I absolutely love all of the characters. I think the story is it's interesting. It's not too bad. There may be a little bit of incest peeking through in some of these later episodes that I've been watching. You have to watch to find out what I'm talking about. But I do absolutely love Erica. I love Sachi. I love Hiro. These are all great characters. And they already have some figures that have been released, a while ago, and they have some pre-orders up right now. So I've already pre-ordered a Erica bunny outfit figure, and I'm looking at that Sachi bunny outfit figure as well. So definitely love the show. Going to keep on watching it. Moving into our next show, we have Bone Daddies. At least that's what I call this show. Skeleton Knight in Another World. Another isekai. It's a ton of isekai. And again, I like this isekai. It was very interesting. Over the top, it didn't take itself too seriously. And I just, thoroughly enjoyed it. I gave it a 7. Am I gonna get a figure from this? Definitely. I will get an arc figure if something comes out that's good. And I'm definitely gonna get a Ariana, the elf figure. So hopefully those will come out. And even the Chiyomi figure might be pretty cool if they release her. So yeah, some pretty good characters in here. I enjoyed the anime enough to, watch it all the way through. I thought it was funny. The action was pretty good. And yeah, it was a good view. And then the next anime I have here is going to be one I thought was just kind of, it was okay. I'm Quitting Heroing. I gave this a 6. It was fine. I thought it was a little bit boring and slow. The action wasn't really that great. The story was okay. Is it something I would recommend to someone? Probably not. Am I going to get figures from this series? Again, I don't really know. The only one, of course, is going to be Echina, the demon lord of the show. Maybe, I don't know, Stana, who's another girl who works for the demon Echina. And yeah, it was just an okay show. So am I gonna get a figure from it? I don't really think so, unless it's a really nice looking figure. And then moving further down our list, we have The Executioner and Her Way of Life. Now this one is one I, just kind of rated a 6. It was fine, but I think it has potential to be a lot better. So I'm hoping, they have another season, and I'm hoping they kind of delve more into this world that they're trying to build up. So we will see. Now in terms of figures, yes. I would get a Minnow figure. There is a nice scale one that's already been kind of on pre-order that I really want to get. I just don't know if it's worth it. It's a beautiful figure. It's just, I don't know if I'm attached to this character enough to spend that much money on it, but it's a very nice figure. Akari is another pretty good character in this, and Momo as well. So, if I can see some more, I guess, affordable figures for what these characters mean to me, I will definitely pick them up. But we will see. I definitely enjoyed the show, so I'm hoping to see more. And now we are moving into the final 3 shows that we have on my list. 2 of them I dropped either at the very beginning or somewhere in the middle of the season. And the first one is going to be Shigemori's Not Just a Cutie. And this one, I just couldn't get past the main character. For me personally, it was just too cringe. It was just too cringy for me to see this guy. And, the gag that they had going on with him being kind of just really bad or just having bad luck, it just didn't do it for me. If I'm going to get a figure, Shigemori, I don't know. I might pick one up of her a little bit later. I might give this show another chance down the line if I have some free time to kind of watch it all. But I was watching a lot of anime this season. It was taking up a lot of my time, and this is just one of the weaker ones that I was watching, so I did cut it. But I may go back and rewatch. So you guys let me know what you guys think of Shikamori. And then next we have one that I was really looking forward to this season, which was very disappointing, and that is Rising of the Shield Hero Season 2. I gave this a 5. I dropped it pretty early. I probably watched like first 3 or 4 episodes or something like that, and it's just terrible. In my opinion, it was a terrible show in those first 3 or 4 episodes. I could not bear it. It made me cry because I really enjoyed the first season. So I'm hoping that I'm going to start reading the manga. I'm hoping it gets better, and we'll see. But in terms of figures, I don't really have any of these figures so far. I mean, of course, you have Raptalia and Aofumi, Philo. I might get a Raptalia at some point, but it's not really a huge rush for me personally. She's a cool character. She's cute and whatnot, but I don't really have that emotional attachment to her to actually pick her up right now. And then finally, guys, the last show I have on my list is one show that I can't even believe I actually finished, and that is going to be The Greatest Demon Lord is Reborn as a Typical Nobody. So this show I gave a 5. It was just kind of average, maybe not even average in my opinion. It was okay. In terms of figures, I might pick some up. You know, Guinea and Irina were pretty nice characters. Lydia was a cool character as well. So maybe I'll pick up those characters if they're looking pretty good, or their figures are looking pretty good, but not a huge priority because, you know, again, not really emotional attached to any of them. But yeah, so guys, that's pretty much all of the anime that I watched over the past couple of seasons. So again, I'll do this, you know, later after this next season comes out. Maybe I'll do a video on, you know, anime that I'm watching in the next season. But yeah, so that's everything, guys. Let me know down in the comments below, guys, which character figures you're looking forward to coming out in the next, you know, I don't know, what, 3 to 6 months or whatever. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to smash that like button and hit the subscribe button as well for more videos. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.